to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a, I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gun. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Now, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A pitch out to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit, Detroit. All right, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Hurry up, here we go.
On the toss play, this is Drake. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Simmons. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And they'll go on the ground. Room to run past midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Right back to him on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Simmons. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Over! Here we go now.
Now a handoff for Drake. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
First carry for James Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He goes underneath to Drake. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Third down, Drake. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Looking to throw on second down. Simmons throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
To throw on second down. Simmons. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew them off sides. Back to throw. Simmons. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Simmons. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on, let's go! What?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Operating from the gun, Simmons, flushed out right, keeps himself upright. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Watch him now, Barney! Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Off play action. Simmons. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Mike's 50! Mike's 50! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Simmons firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on first down, Simmons. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Simmons. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Simmons. And he will find his man on the outside. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding some room at midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Hey, 50 the mic. Flex round.
To throw on second down. Simmons. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking to throw. Simmons. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Operating from the gun, Simmons. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Drake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long.
Gun! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back now in the East Bay. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throw here. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first down, Simmons throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Simmons finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Simmons looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Intended that time for Cooper.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They go play action here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. Simmons. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get the penalty yardage back plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Flex round.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simmons. And the pressure gets to him again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Now back to throw. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Simmons. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Hot! Hot!
They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 1st and 10, Simmons. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! White, 90! White, 90! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw again, Simmons. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed them back at the last snap of the ball, and, boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Steelers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how the poppin' is shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking.